E.O.M Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's another beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the E.O.M Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. And so let's talk. Our focus is on FORTE-ATLANTIC's Maritime Services Limited and DYNAX Travels and Tours Limited. On Spot On, we shall bring you a relatively young and delectable professional, certified and versatile travels and tour services management strategist, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert, team player, and industry leader, Anoluakbo Olainka, who is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of Ignition Travels and Tours Limited, a leading travel support service provider in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025. And on the face-to-face is a perfect gentleman, symbol of integrity, experienced import and export support service strategist, certified international trade freight forwarding management expert, versatile entrepreneur, team player, and industry captain, forwarder Aziz Abayomi Mustafa, who is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of the World Cargo Logistics Limited, an international standard freight forwarding and logistics services provider in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025. It's a package you'll love to watch. Sit back as we bring you the details. Moses Lawrence, a young, amiable, and visionary professional, certified travels and tour services management expert, experienced entrepreneurial strategist, team player, and industry captain, is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of BETATRIPS Travels and Tours Limited, a fast-growing industry service solutions provider in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025.
It's not just me, it's about the team you're working with. In terms of that, if you have a good team, you'll be able to sustain and to maintain regardless whatever the country is bringing to you. I have a good team that will work together as a team and will learn to manage our works together and try to meet up to whatever our budget is at the end of the month, and which we're actually doing well. And I give the team the kudos, not me anymore. BETATRIPS and vision is to expand, like I told you earlier, to expand around the globe and to open branches around, and to also bring in more people in, and for eventually probably I'll vacate the seat for someone else to take over. My advice on Nigerian youth out there watching me is that I will just advise them whatever they want to start right now, they should start it and without procrastination, because the more you procrastinate, things to get better, it's not getting any easier. So it's better for anyone out there watching, whatever you want to start, you start it now. There's no better time to start. The best time to start whatever you want to do is now. If you want to start, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start whatever it is, you start it now, because now is the power to start anything you want to do. Here in BETATRIPS is a quite different bargain on that, because at BETATRIPS, what actually keeps us going is the trust in the business and our sincerity. If you are running a business and you lack integrity, I don't think that business will function for long. So at BETATRIPS here, we are very straightforward, and we are also to hold our clients on high esteem, and we also have a name to protect and a brand at the same time. So if you lack integrity or whatever in the business, I would say you won't go far. You won't go far at all, because people will not, because most of our business are usually from referrals. If you lack integrity in anything you do, you won't get referrals, and to grow in any business, you need a referral to grow.
Johnson Edache Ocheke, an excellent gentleman, graduate of law enforcement and criminal justice, logistics solutions management expert, experienced entrepreneur, project management strategist, and industry captain, is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of JONDACH Global Logistics Limited, a notable world-class integrated business solutions provider in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024-2025.
make sure we maintain, we did not do anything contrary against the rules of the government. We don't take drugs. We don't accept highly inflammable something. Anything that is produced. We have a dossier. In short, I paid and they gave me a dossier, an international dossier that will tell you that these things are, it's just like you bringing battery or bringing perfume for me to ship. If you have perfume, you can blow the whole aircraft. These are dangerous goods. Anything highly inflammable. But some people will like, push it, put it. Please, can I hide it? I can wrap it very well. If you compromise, I will give you so amount of money. If you compromise, it's clearly your business. And one drug case, my sisters were sitting down there, one drug case in this country can bring down everything about you. Because once you enter drug law, the first thing they will do, they will freeze your account, and if you don't have access to your money, you cannot fight any case. That is one. And once they go through your transaction, even the proceeds, even if you have a girlfriend and you buy a car, you buy a house, they call it proceeds of that drug business.
Rachel Kayode Adele, an amiable, stylish and versatile professional, experienced entrepreneur, certified travels and tour service management expert, team player and industry captain, is the founder, managing director and chief executive officer of DYNAX Travels and Tours Limited, a notable travels and tour service provider in Nigeria and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025.
DYNAX Travels and Tours actually was born from a place of dissatisfaction for my previous business. So DYNAX Travels and Tours started in 2004. So currently we are 20 years plus and counting. I started as a one-man band. I was the MD, the receptionist, the marketer. I was doing everything, selling local tickets within Nigeria. Then later on, after some months, I hired a lady who wanted to do industrial attachment with me. She has just finished from aviation school. So that's where DYNAX Travels and Tours started from. And to the glory of God today, we have evolved into having a lot of staff and all that. So I also was mentored by somebody who was already established in the ticketing business, because I'm a graduate of business administration from Federal Polytechnic. I did not go to any aviation school. So I sat with this woman and understudied her as my mentor. And this is where we are today. So we've been doing ticketing business. We have now grown to doing visas, travel visas and all. DYNAX Travels and Tours, we're a one-stop travel shop. We want to say that we provide seamless travel experience for our customers. From the very day you conceive the dream of traveling to getting your visas, your tickets, everything. So we do visas, travel visas, visit visas, group tours. We're into pilgrimages, we're into cruises. We do meet and greet at the airports. We do concierge, protocol services. We also attend to corporate clients who want to go for conferences. We handle medical tours. We handle cruises. Everything that has to do with our travel. We provide tailor-made services to all our clients. For DYNAX Travels and Tours, our vision is to be one of Africa's top travel solution company. And our mission is to give bespoke, tailor-made, services to individuals, to families, to corporate organizations. And our focus is, customer satisfaction, particularly those who have this dream to travel for the first time. So we like to take them, step by step through the path till they achieve their travel dream. Well, for DYNAX Travels and Tours, we go beyond business. We go beyond the business, yeah. We like to personalize our relationship with our clients, particularly for those who are traveling for the first time. There are a lot of people who have this dream to travel, who have never traveled. So when we have such customers, we take them, through the path. We drive into them the can-do spirit. That dream can come to pass. Even if you don't have the money at that particular time, dream it, see it, you can make it. So we take them through the path of, I'm here to get an international passport, take a passport. What country do you dream of traveling to? Take them through the path. And because we are personally, involved in the lives of these our clients, at the end of the day, they are satisfied and they have achieved their dream. Well, I would say the travel and tourism sector in Nigeria has really evolved. We are not where we used to be. Nigeria has really, evolved in that sector, but we can do more. Because the travel and tour sector in Nigeria is a multi-billion-dollar industry that Nigeria is just scratching. Many nations of the world are earning good forex from tourism. Talk about West Indies, talk about Europe, talk about places like Israel, Rome, the Bahamas. Do you know how much, when I visited Barcelona, when I saw the ship that was docking in Barcelona, because I love to travel. That's why I do travel. I love to travel. So Nigeria can earn a lot of forests if we focus on tourism. We can earn a lot of forests from that area. But what has really deprived Nigeria in terms of earning forests from tourism is the insecurity in our nation.
Peter Dostan Akalado, an excellent gentleman, symbol of integrity, Federal University of Technology Owerri graduate of Maritime Management Technology, Maritime Logistics Management expert, Justice of Peace, serial entrepreneur, project management strategist, philanthropist, team player and industry captain, is the founder, group managing director and chief executive officer of FORTE-ATLANTIC Maritime Services Limited, a member of Vicky's Group, a world-class diversified group of companies operating in different parts of Africa, and indeed one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025.
Our services, we call it cargo and port agencies, protective agencies, crew change, oil and gas services, shipping agent services, general supply, naval gunboat. We provide gunboat for security, supply of STS equipment, those things that ship to ship, we call it fenders. We supply fresh water on board, we supply provisions, we provide other logistics as requested from the vessel. Sometimes undernet services, we deal on their visa, that is arrival visa, to make a crew change, and other as requested. Is commitment, fearless, and focus. And they always fear unknown. But I tell you that I didn't fail it. I take my decision and I left the company without what I expected. But today, this is where I am. So it's focus and I keep moving. We want to be among the best in sub-region of Africa. We always work on time delivering. That's what makes FORTE-ATLANTIC unique. We deliver as it is. So we are in the front of shipping agency. We call it indigenous shipping agency. So in West African region, in Lomé, we are among the best. From the port, you must mention FORTE-ATLANTIC Maritime. In Nigeria today, we are doing great. In Ghana, we are doing it. So we are looking to be among the best. When you want to be the best, there's something that will make you to be the best. The time delivering. Time in shipping is on the line. Because of what? The demurrage. If you keep a vessel for 3 days, it's ready. Any 2-3 hours delay is cost. So our client trusts us and believe us. In terms of our clearing, we clear as it is 5 days. In terms of any job they give us, we have a periodic time and we meet up to avoid. One of the problems the client don't want to overspend. This is a profit job, so they don't want to overspend. So on that rate, all of our clients, time delivering is what is making us different.
Oluwapo Olainka, a relatively young and delectable woman, experienced and versatile travels and tour services management strategist, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert, team player and industry captain, is the founder, managing director and chief executive officer of Ignition Travels and Tours Limited, a leading travel support service provider in Nigeria and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025.
When I was a young lady, when I was about 24 years, I wanted to be an air hostess. That was what I wanted to do. So I walked into an academy and I was told that I'm in the wrong place, that this place is for travel agencies. And I was encouraged to go into travel agency. I thought about it and I started it. That was 14 years ago. Then 8 years ago, I birthed Ignition Travel and Tours because I believed that I was passionate about my work. I wanted to serve my customers and I wanted to be my own boss. I felt that I could do it, and here we are 8 years later. We're standing strong and God has been on our side. Ignition Travel is a travel management company that incorporates as a travel agency. We deal with both corporate organizations as well as individuals. We assist with flight reservations, hotel booking, protocol services, car hire. We do with airport transfers. We help curate holiday packages, visas to some places, some countries as well. So that's what we do. We do end-to-end, services for our customers. The vision of the company is to be the leading force in the travel industry in Africa as a whole by innovation and excellent services, giving both our customers and our stakeholders value. Our mission is to stay consistent with what we know how to do best, and by the grace of God, we've been doing a good job so far, thanks to the testimonials of our clients, and we are hoping to get better because we try to always make sure we do better in everything that we're doing. About us, what is unique basically is we work with data analysis to be able to create the best itinerary for our clients. We do end-to-end services for them. We just don't give them what they ask. We go further, we check around their dates, we advise them accordingly, we give them the rules of the ticket, because this ticket sometimes unforeseen circumstance could happen. For some reason they cannot meet up with the flight because they're stuck in traffic. So we are available for them 24/7. So before the ticket goes into a no-show or anything, we've already attacked the situation so that they are confident that, okay, the value for their money is not lost, because these airlines, they have their strict rules. Once you cause a no-show, you lose value. So we try to make sure that we're on point with our clients. We try to make sure that we follow up on them. So how far are you to the airport? Is there anything you need? And because we are available 24/7, irrespective of wherever they are, some of them are time zone could affect it, but then again, we wake up, sometimes we're sleeping, but we try to make sure we sort them out. We do not leave our clients stranded. Coming from when I started to now, it's been a good improvement. I will say things are better. Technology has come to play. Social media is there. So when I started 14 years ago, what we have now, we didn't have it then. Right now, people can buy the ticket from the comfort of their homes. You can go online. You can go on our search engine. You can make your reservations. People are now traveling more. People are now seeing the world. The world is now closer to people through social media. Now people are seeing that traveling is not as, as tough as it was back then. That is government policy. We are looking forward to government making a better policy that will be beneficial to both the customers and as well as the stakeholders. Because right now, like the aviation fuel is high, so rates are high. Lagos to Abuja, that back then used to be less than 50,000 naira. Right now we are buying it for about almost 200,000 just for a one-way. So we are hoping that the government will look into these things and help us to be able to, provide better and more affordable travel for everyone in Nigeria that feels, that believe, or that want to travel. For us in Ignition, we do not leave our clients stranded, like I always say. We've never really had irate customers that much. We've had a few, but it was based on the airline not bringing their baggages.
This is Ignition Travels and Tours Limited. Ignition Travels and Tours. Call us now. Forwarder Aziz Abayomi Mustafa, a perfect gentleman, symbol of integrity, experienced import and export support service strategist, certified international trade, freight forwarding management strategist, versatile entrepreneurial expert, team player, and industry captain, is the founder, managing principal, and chief executive officer of AZ World Cargo Logistics Limited, a frontline international trade, freight forwarding, and logistics solutions provider in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2025.
AZ World Cargo Logistics is a freight forwarding company. Started far back as 2012. But personally, I've been in the industry for over 2 decades now. I've been in the industry for 23 years. What brings AZ Logistics is we have a problem in the industry and we want to provide a solution. And so far so good, we have been able to provide that solution for over a decade now, and we are still going strong. What makes AZ unique is 99% of our clients, we don't know them. We have never met them face to face. It's based on referral. And you understand, when someone refers you to something, that means they have an excellent service or a good relationship. And over the years, we have not disappointed our clients. Whenever the problem arises, we make sure we find a solution to the problem without hurting our clients. And they are happy about that. So the services we render at AZ is international freight forwarding, we do maritime consultancy, international business consultancy, we do offshore logistics, we do break bulk, we do what we call locally here clearing and forwarding services. Then we are aviation experts, we are into marine. So we are supporting the government in terms of exporting outside Nigeria so that we can have balances in our foreign reserve, so that the dollar and the naira can go hand to hand. So we export a lot of export outside Nigeria, being agricultural produce. We have a farmer that comes to us for consultancy, then we do that, then we export, we give them the best services going by air or by sea. And sometimes they ask us, what are the things they need in this country? We give them, as a freight forwarder, we understand the regulations of the countries. You can't just bring anything to the country. There's rules and regulations. So as a freight forwarder, we have a community whereby we discuss and tell our client, this is what they need here, this is what they need there. And they work up on it and everything went as far as good for them. Our mission is to be a partner in hassle-free shipping, no matter your needs. And our mission is to make Nigeria shipping experience easy, reliable, and affordable for all business sizes. Well, for the achievements, so far so good today, we have so many clients across all sectors. We have in telecommunication, we have in automobile, we have in agri sectors, then we have in aviation sectors. So over the years, we have built what we call trust and integrity, which is we don't compromise. Like I said earlier on, 98% of our customers we have never seen face to face. They only make an inquiry, send a mail, the requirements, then everything went successfully. Even when the challenges come, we make sure we manage it very well and make sure their shipments arrive at the destination at the accurate time, the way it is. Transport and logistics sector is a sector that no country can survive without transport and logistics sectors. So everything that comes by air or by sea, at the end of the day, it has to go by road. Being goods, being passenger, being woman, anything end at the road. So the industry is going good compared to what we have like 15, 20 years ago. So right now we have multimodal transport. I mean by rail, taking container from Apapa down to Far East, down to North, down to South. For example now, Nigeria Railway Corporation, we have a rate that can carry more than 100 containers at a go. So imagine those containers going by the road. Our road is not safe, the traffic, human error can occur. Well, this is a sectors that can give the federal government revenue of over 100 billion naira annually if we utilize it 100%. But we get there. We get there. So it's not compared to what we have in the next for like 15, 20 years ago. But I think the government can do more.
I want to encourage as many people as possible.
If the place you operate is no longer conducive.
And this is where we bring down the curtains on today's package of the E.O.M Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback portals as you can see on the screen. Our deep gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.